Hello guys, welcome again sa ITS, Information Technology Skills. On today's video, we're going to talk about merge sort. This is the third sorting algorithms that we have. Kung hindi nyo pa napanood yung other sorting algorithms natin, which is the insertion sort and the quick sort, ilalagay ko sa taas ng screen nyo or sa my description box yung link. So what is a quick sort? Quick sort is a divide and conquer algorithm. It divides the array into two halves, call itself, and then merge the array. So, kaya po siya tinawag na divide and conquer algorithms. Kasi kung titignan natin, hahatiin niya yung array into two halves. Then, yung nahati na yun, mahahati ulit siya into another halves. Tapos, after dividing the array, saka niya i-merge and isusort yung mga halves na yun. So, to better understand that, guys, tapusin natin tong video na to. In merge sort, you always consider these variables. The left index, which is mamaya gagamitin natin as the L, the right index, and the middle index. Okay, so paano nga ba gumagana ang merge sort? For example, meron tayo ng array na to. So sabi kanina, kailangan natin yung left and right index. So this is the left index and this is the right index. So don't forget guys, when we are talking about index, it always starts with 0. Okay? So 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, how to find the middle index? Okay, so when we are having the merge sort, or kapag ginagamit natin ang merge sort, kailangan natin i-consider tong rule na to. Okay, so if R is greater than L, okay, find the middle point, which we have this equation, L, left index plus right index minus L, which is the left index again, divided by 2. Okay, so tignan natin if R is greater than L. Okay, so the value or the index R is 7, index L is 0. So 7 greater than 0, that is true. Hahanapin natin yung middle index. Okay, so in computing the middle index, meron tayo ng equation na to. So we have M is equal to 0. Okay, so which is L natin. Then yung R natin is 7 minus 0 divided by 2. Meron tayong 3.5. Okay, so wala naman tayong 3.5 dun sa indices natin. Kung titignan nyo. Okay? So, basically, kunin na lang natin yung ceiling. The ceiling number is 3. Okay, so, sabi niya, kailangan natin yung middle index. Yung middle index kasi, siya yung maghahati ng array natin. Titignan natin ang middle index natin is hanggang dito kay 4. Okay, so this is the element ni 3. So, the first half is 5, 6, 2, 4. So, ito, mga nandito. Okay, so, 3 yung M natin kasi. Then, yung mga susunod dun kay 3, that is 4 hanggang 7, that is the next half. Okay? So, next, hanapin ulit natin dito sa unang hati. Okay, the first half, tatanungin ulit natin yung condition. If R greater than L. Yung R natin ngayon, guys, is 3. L natin is 0 pa rin. So, 0 plus 3 minus 0 divided by 2, that is 1.5. So, 1.5, kunin ulit natin yung ceiling. The ceiling is 1. So, basically, dalawang element ang makukuha natin. Kung titignan natin dito sa una, 0, 1, so ibig sabihin, dalawang element ang kukunin natin. So, we have the next half, 5, 6, then another half, that is 2, 4. So, dito, sa may second half natin kanina. So, hatiin lang din natin to, just like yung nandito sa left. So, hatiin na ulit natin yan by 2, kasi yun yung na-compute natin kanina. So, we have 7, 1, and 3, 9. So, again, ask ulit natin yung condition na if R is greater than L. So, R natin ngayon is 1, L natin is 0. Index kasi ito. Okay? So, we're talking about index. So, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 yung mga indices nila, okay? So, 1 greater than 0, that is true. Hanapin ulit natin yung M natin, okay? So, when we compute for the middle, mabibigyan tayo ng 0 for the M, okay? So, kung kukunin lang natin yung 0, so yung 5, then, isa lang ulit dito, so 6, then, hatiin ulit natin 2 dito, then 4, same with the other elements, okay? So, ngayon guys, magkakahiwalay na sila. This is the L, and ito na rin yung R natin. Okay? So, tatanungin ulit natin yung condition. R greater than L. So, 0 greater than 0, that is false. So, hindi na natin kailangan pang hanapin yung middle natin or the middle index. If L is equal to R, same na sila ng location, same na sila ng index, merge sort for the first half. So, call natin yung function natin. Then, merge sort the second half. Okay? So, punta lang tayo dito para magkasya tayo. So, these are the elements ni Ari kanina na na-divide. Okay? So, na-separate sila. So, sabi niya, i-merge sort niya down the first half. Then, after that, i-merge sort yung second half. Okay? So, when we are merging and sorting yung mga elements na nakahiwalay na, we have these conditions then na we need to compare the elements from the left least if that is less than the element from the right least. Okay? So, 5 less than 6, sabi niya, if no, magsuswap tayo. Pero pag wala, i-merge lang natin. Okay? So, 5 less than 6, that is yes. So, i-merge lang natin siya. We have 5 and 6, nagdikit lang sila. Then next, we have the second half, which is itong part na to. Okay, so, ito naman yung i-merge natin and i-sort natin. I-compare ulit natin silang dalawa. So, the left list is 2. 2 less than 4, that is yes. Okay, so i-merge lang ulit natin siya. Next, we have two halves here. So, meron tayong dalawa ngayon dito. Balik ulit tayo dito sa merge sort. Okay, so ma-merge natin tong mga elements na to. Tatanungin ulit natin. So, if yung mga elements dito sa my right, mas maliit siya dun sa element dito, isosort niya, tsaka niya i-merge. Okay, so mas maliit yung 2 kaysa kay 5, mag-sort sila. Mas maliit si 4 kaysa kay 5, mag-sort sila. So, magpalitan sila ng locations. We have these merge na elements. So, meron na tayong 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so, another, meron tayong 7, 1. So, 7 less than 1, that is no. So, big sabihin, magsosort siya, then i-merge niya. So, pag nag-merge silang dalawa, meron tayong 1, 7. Then next, meron tayong 3, 9. So, 3 less than 9, that is yes. I-merge niya lang, meron tayong ganyan. So, meron tayong dalawang pair. Ito yung dalawa naman niyang i-merge. Okay, so, i-compare niyo ulit yung mga elements sa left and sa right, kung sino mas maliit. Kung mas maliit yung nasa left, o di merge niya lang. Pero kapag mas maliit yung nasa right, magsuswap sila. Okay, so, kapag nag-merge itong dalawa na to, meron tayong arrangement na 1, 3, 7, 9. So, meron tayong 2 pairs ulit. These 4 elements and these 4 elements. Pag nag-merge yan, okay, so ayusin niya na yan into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, so this is the sorted elements. Kung titignan na natin, nakasort na siya in ascending order. So, we have these algorithms on how merge sort works. Okay, so we start with asking if the value of R is greater than L. So, yun yung ginawa natin kanina. Okay, so if yes, find the middle point. So, yung middle point natin kanina or the middle index, ito yung equation na ginamit natin. Then after that, i-call na natin yung merge sort para i-merge and i-sort niya yung first half. Then, i-merge sort niya yung second half. Then, when we are merging, ito naman yung kagagawa lang natin. We need to compare the left least if that is less than the element dun sa right least. Okay, so if no, magsuswap yung dalawa. So, after calling all these elements or functions, mag-e-end na po yung algorithms. So, dito guys, meron akong na-prepare na algorithms or a sample code when we are merging the elements. Okay, so dun muna tayo sa pag-merge. So, in analyzing this, let's say meron tayong call na merge. Nag-pass tayo ng array. Then, yung pinas natin na L is 0. Yung pinas natin na M is 3. Yung pinas natin na R is 7. Okay, so ano yung mga letters na sinasabi ko? Yun pa yung mga arguments na i-receive ni merge function. Okay, so let's say, yan po yung pinas natin dun sa function natin. So, meron tayong int n dito guys. Okay, so this is the equation. So, saan natin kukunin yung value ni M minus L? So, yung mga pinas natin dito na arguments. Okay, so we have N is equal to 3. Yun po yung middle natin. 0, yun po yung L natin, which is the left index, plus 1. Okay, so the value of N1 is 4. The next, we have N2. So, yung N2 naman natin, minus lang daw natin yung R and M. So, we have 7 minus 3. The value of N2 is 4. And we're going to declare an array. Left array, meron siyang element, depende dun sa value ni N1. Right array, yung value naman ni N2. Okay, so meron tayong na-create na left array na may 4, right array na may 4. Okay, so for this for loop, itong dalawang for loop na to, kung titingnan natin itong part na to, we're going to get the elements na nandun sa array na pinas natin. Okay, so yung array, let's say yung array natin is yung kanina. So the content of L4 are 2, 4, 5, 6. And dito naman sa may isang 4 natin, para kay R4 or the right array, ang element naman niya is 1, 3, 7, 9. So, saan natin kinuha yan? Kinuha natin yan dito. Okay? So, let's say ito yung i-merge natin. 2, 4, 5, 6. And ito yung right array natin, which is 1, 3, 7, 9. Ito yung i-merge natin. So, yun po siya, guys. So, kapag nag-merge to, guys, prepare na lang natin tong array natin na to. Okay? So, dito natin ilalagay yung mga na-merge na elements ni L and ni R. Tapos, meron tayo ng K dito, guys, that is equal to L. Okay? So, yung L natin is 0. Yung K, guys, will be used para dito kay full array natin kapag nag-merge yung L and R. Okay? So, K will be used to count the index ng pinakabuong array natin. Tapos, meron tayo ditong I and J. Yung I, guys, will be used para kay L. Then, yung J naman will be used para kay R array. Okay? So, meron tayong loop dito. This loop will be used para malaman or makompare yung dalawang element dito kay L and R. Okay? So, yun yung gagawin niya. So, meron tayong condition dito, guys, while I is less than N1 and J is less than N2. So, basically, mag-end to kapag umabot yung value ni I and J ng 4. Okay? So, meron tayo dito ang condition. This condition is used to compare if the value of L is less than yung element dun sa R. Okay, so let's ask. So, don't forget, yung I natin is nandito, yung J natin is nandito. So, the element under I kay left array is 2, and the element under J kay right array is 1. So, 2 less than or equal to 1, gagawin niya daw to, okay, which is yung element ni L, ilalagay natin dito sa array natin dito sa baba, and then mag-increment yung I. So, ulitin natin, 2 less than or equal to 1, that is false. So, pag false siya, guys, dito tayo pupunta kay else. Okay? So, which means, ang ilalagay natin dun sa array natin, dun sa baba, is the value of R. So, ilalagay natin dito is 1. Then, after that, mag-increment yung index J natin. So, pag nag-increment siya, lilipat siya dito. So, ganun lang siya. Then, after that, meron tayong K++. Ibig sabihin, yung K natin, pupunta ngayon dito sa bakante. Okay, then, as again, the condition, L less than R. Okay, so the value of L here is 2. Yung R natin is 3. So, 2 less than or equal to 3, that is true. So, ibig sabihin, ang ilalagay natin dun sa array natin is the value of L. So, meron tayo ditong 2. Then, increment the index I. After that, mag-increment din yung index K. Okay? So, ganun lang siya, guys, hanggang matapos niyang ilagay lahat dito yung elements ni L and R. So, i-compare niya lahat yung mga naiwang elements ng L and R, tsaka niya i-merge and isusort dito sa array natin dito sa baba. So, ngayon, guys, ayusin lang natin siya na ganito. We're going to compute naman the time complexity ng merge function natin. So, if we're going to call the merge function, ano nga ba yung time complexity niya? So, dito sa mga initialization part, hindi na natin yan i-count kasi pag kinount natin yan, every initialization or every line dito, that is considered as 1. So, alam naman natin, when we are counting the time complexity, tatanggalin din natin yung mga constant. So, we're not going to consider it na lang. Kung hindi nyo pa alam on how to compute the time complexity of an algorithm, ilalagay ko sa task screen nyo or sa my description box yung introduction natin on how to compute the time complexity. So, here guys, ang titignan na lang natin ay is the loops. Okay, so dito, meron tayong for loop, meron tayong increment na plus plus I or I plus plus. Okay, so pag nag-increment yan by 1, the time complexity is n. Meron din tayong for loop for j. Okay, so plus plus j or j plus plus, same. The time complexity is n. Dito tayo sa while loop na to. Titingnan natin, ang condition niya is yung I and yung j. So basically, mag-end siya kapag naabot ni I yung value ni n1 and naabot ni j yung value ni n2. So saan nga ba nag-update yung I and j? Dito nag-update yung I, dito nag-update yung j. So, dahil naka-if naman siya guys, either of the two, isa na lang ang bibilangin natin. So, dito na lang tayo sa if. Titingnan natin, I++ ulit yan guys. The time complexity is n. Okay, so ignore natin tong k na to guys because this k will not affect yung loop natin. Okay, so we have another loop here. Okay, so itong while naman na to guys, kapag isa lang yung kino-compare natin. Okay, so the value of I will increment by 1. The time complexity of this loop is n. And for this j naman is j++, same time complexity is n. Now, if we're going to count the number of n na meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is 5n. So, from the rule of time complexity, we're going to remove the constant. Kung tatanggalin natin yung constant na 5, ang maiwan na lang is n. So, the time complexity for merge function is big O of n. So, yung sorting part naman guys, ito yung algorithm niya. So, this part, ito yung tinatanong natin if the value of R is greater than L. Medyo nabaliktad lang dito, L less than R. But they are the same, okay? So, we're going to get the middle index. Then, isusort natin yung first half. Then, sort the second half. Tsaka natin i-merge. Ito yung kanina na napag-usapan na natin. So, titignan natin, this is a recurrence relation. It will call itself. Okay? So, when we are talking about a recurrence relation, yung first call natin, guys, we're going to consider that as T of n. Then, dito na part, this is getting the value of m or the middle index, that is 1. Then, it will call itself again. So, dito na part, let's say yung n natin, pag kinol niya dito na part, mahati yung n. Okay? So, kung mahati yung n, that is T of n divided by 2. So, nahati yung n dito sa first, then this is the second half. Okay? So, kaya siya tinawag na second half, that is the same T of n din yung time complexity niya. Tapos, kapag nag-merge tayo, merge natin yung mga elements. Yun yung na-compute naman natin kanina. The time complexity that we compute is n. So, ito yung big O of n natin kanina. Now, if we're going to compute this, meron tayong mabubuong equation which is T of n is equal to 2t n divided by 2. Meron kasi taling dalawa plus n. Okay? So, tinanggal na lang natin yung constant na 1 kasi hindi naman natin kakailanganin yan. So, based from this equation that we have, we're going to compute the time complexity of merge sort algorithms. Okay? So, ito yung equation natin kanina. This equation will be used if the value of n is greater than 1. Pero kapag yung value ni n is equal to 1, the time complexity is 1 na yan. Okay? Using substitution method, we need to compute the time complexity. So, pag sinubstitute natin, we need to find the value of t of n divided by 2. So, t of n divided by 2, meron tayong t of n, we know the value of t of n, which is 2t, n divided by 2 plus n, which is ito din siya. And, i-divide natin yung buong ito nasa taas by 2. Dahil po dito sa divide by 2 ni n. Okay? So, this equation can be rewrite as 2t, n divided by 2 plus n times 1 half. Okay? So, this is a rule in division. When we are going to divide a number, pwede natin siyang baliktarin, gagawin natin siyang multiplication, and yung divisor magiging fraction. So, if we have this, the answer is 2t n divided by 2 square plus n over 2. Okay? So, yun po yung substitute natin ngayon dito kay n over 2. Okay, substitute na natin, meron tayong 2, which is this. The value of t of n divided by 2, which is ito po. Okay, so yung nasa loob ng bracket, yun yung na-compute natin dito sa right side. Okay, plus n, which is ito po. If we're going to compute this, meron tayong sagot na 2 square or 4t n over 2 square plus, tanggalin natin yung 2, okay, cancel out. Okay, so if we're going to multiply whole number and a fraction na magkapareho po yung divisor and the whole number. Okay, so just like 2 times 1/2, that is equal to 1. So, tanggalin na lang natin yung divisor. Okay, so cancel out kasi pareho lang sila. Naiwan yung n plus n. Okay, so ito yung plus n na sa dulo. And the final answer that we have is 2 square plus n over 2 square plus 2n. n plus n, that is 2n. So, kung meron pa tayong another call of function, hanapin ulit natin itong 2 square. Okay? So, kailan nga ba magiging 1 yung t of n? Kasi, alam na natin, if this is 1, the time complexity is 1. So, kailan nga ba siya magiging 1? So, magiging 1 to if we divide n divide by n. Pag dinivide na natin yung n by itself, so, paano mako-compute yung n or paano makukuha yung n? Kung titingnan natin, meron tayong base dito na 2 and nag-increment dito na exponent. Sa una, wala siyang exponent. We can consider this as 1. Tapos, naging 2. Pag meron ka pang another ko, magiging 3 yan. So, pwede natin sabihin na n divide by 2k. Meron kasi tayo ng constant natin. So, ano nga ba tong 2k na to? So, this 2k is equivalent with n. Okay? They are just the same. If we're going to get the value of k, which is the exponent, pwede natin sabihin na k is log of n base 2. Okay? So, kung meron tayong analysis na ganyan, makakabuo tayo ng equation natin na 2k. Bakit meron tayong k dito? Kasi titignan natin meron din tayong exponent. Same dito sa divisor. 2k t n over 2k plus kn. Meron din ulit tayong k. So, meron kasi tayong nakikita ditong 2. 2n. Dito naman, n lang. So, we can consider that as 1 times n. So, substitute lang natin dito. Base from nandito. So, we have n. So, saan nakuha yung n? That is 2k. Tapos, meron tayong 1. So, saan nakuha yung 1? That is t of n divided by 2k. So, ito siya. That is equal to 1 plus yung k natin, which is log of n base 2 times n. So, if we're going to have this, meron tayong n plus n log n. So, if we're going to get the answer nung equation na nandito, meron tayong n plus n log n. So, based from the rule of time complexity, we're going to get the highest order term. Ang may iwan na lang is n log n, which is the time complexity ng merge sort. Okay, so that's it. We have the big O and log n. So, that's it, guys. Kung nakatulong tong video na to, don't forget to like. And kung gusto mo pang matuto about computer programming and on how to compute the time complexity of an algorithms, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more tutorial videos. Bye!